Good evening. Sound check. Can you hear me, guys? Comments below. Where are you watching me from? Good evening, guys. Titus, I see you. Good evening, guys. Welcome. Mwaisen mkwai. Amufite mutozi chwanyi kimanziwani. Molibi Yabuti, Moika Shani, Machoma Bwanji. Elvis, I see you. Moya, I see you. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Tuposhanye mukwai, tuposhanye. Before we get started, get your water, get your coffee. I have my water here. Get your water, get your coffee, whatever you are drinking, guys. It's going to be a long night today. The topic is the fertilizer scandal and women's rights. That's the topic today, guys. That is the topic. Welcome. Get your coffee, get your water, guys. We are here. It's going to be a long night. Sarah Matende. Good evening. Send me your location, guys. Send me your location. Make it fast. Time is moving. We want to bath. Iwe moya tono sambagale tausambile chali motawa sambelelo. In Samba, I'm ready. You know, Queen Pumi comes on between 21 hours and 21:30. Anytime there, Queen Pumi is live. So get ready. Monday through Friday. Get ready to watch the show. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Moya, I am Tonga. I am proud Tonga woman. Chilila wambwe munchende, avena kawambwa munchende, Lusaka always. Follow, like, share, guys. Share with at least 5 people, even 1 person, guys. Share. Follow, like, share. If you want to be part of the panel, you have to follow the page. So if you don't follow my page, I cannot find you to add you. Because this is the people's channel, guys. So we let you come in and talk. After we finish our presentation, we'll give you the floor to talk. So you can only talk if you follow this page. Avena Atlanta, Modi, how are you? Avena Mansa, yes, Cape Town, South Africa, Kalumbila. Welcome. Albert Likishi. I get excited, guys, when I see the locations. Mule type of your location yenu nishmwampanga. You make my day. You make my day when I see the locations. Then I know that we are international. We are global. Marjorie, where are you watching me from? Just type your location. Yes, that will make my day, guys. Welcome. Mama will be joining us. Good evening, Mwila. Laban, I see you. Avena Kitwe Kopala. Emmanuel Kopala in the house. Yes. From Congo DR. We are international, guys. We are global. Avena Congo. Follow, like, share. Mozambique. Mozambique in the Biu. Avena Mufurila. Mwafken. Central Province from Kabwe Town. Zimbabwe, Avena Harare Munchende. This is exciting. Pittsburgh, USA. Kasama. Lusaka. Monze babola Avena Mampanza Basiga. Chingola, Avena Kopala Kalumbila. Mazabuka, my town. That is my town. My roots are in Mazabuka, guys. Yes, Lusaka West, I see you. Kasama, Australia. This is exciting. Meanwood, Lusaka. Wow, guys. I'm humbled to see all of you. Kapijimpanga. Mujibabiri na Banzoro Peuru. Alphas, I see you. You are my mbuyas, I can joke. Yes, Kitwe Kopala, Kawushi, Avena Kawushi. Wapula, yes, Kumansa. Namuriesa Biavena Justin, share the fish. Yes, guys. So, senanga kwa haye, keba fita ba kwa haye sha mutamboke. Keba fita ba kwa haye, ba kwa senanga mweze share. Watching from UK, baby. The Queensland. How are you guys? Chilanga. Okay, the fun is over. Tuapo shanya. Continue sharing your location, guys. It makes my day. It makes my day. All right. So welcome, guys. I know there are a lot of followers on this page. I see you, John. I'm going to add you. Let me just do my introduction, and then we can start adding people. So welcome, guys. I know there's a lot of new followers on this page. Exilda, thank you for watching, my sister. Welcome. I welcome all the new followers. Follow, like, share the page. If you want to be on a panel later, we open the panel for your contribution. You have to follow the page so I can see you. Yes. So introduction again. My name is Pumulos Tumbeko. I am a certified human rights consultant with the United States Institute of Diplomacy in Human Rights based here in Washington, D.C. I am a CEO and founder of Nangoma Foundation, which is a fully legal entity registered in Pakra, there in Lusaka, and the Global Human Rights Alliance, another human rights-based organization specifically for youth, registered here in California. That being said, guys, this page is a page for human rights. So we educate, share information, and also educate, share, and share information from both ways. So it's not only one way. So we are here to educate, share, and collaborate, to work together, guys. We are here. The mission of my organizations, Nangoma and the Global Human Rights, is to see a poverty-free Zambia. That's why I am here, guys. And how do we ensure a poverty-free Zambia? Is to educate Africans around the world, especially Zambians. In this case, I am Zambian. To educate about your rights. Know your rights. If you don't know your rights, then you cannot fight for what you don't know. Yes. So on this page, our basis, all my teaching and all the discussions, we talk about what is happening in the country, but we refer to the human rights, the 30 human rights. That is what we refer to all the time. And each time I bring a topic, I will refer to a particular human right. So today's topic, guys, is fertilizer and women's rights. So fertilizer, the human rights connected to this fertilizer topic that I want to share is the right to own things, right to work. Yes. So number 23. So the two topics we are talking about women's rights, and we are also we're talking about women's rights and also the fertilizer. So for the fertilizer, I am tying it to the right to work. Everyone has the right to work, freedom of free choice of employment, to just and favorable conditions of work, to protect against unemployment, and everyone without discrimination has a right to equal pay for work, the right to join a union, or the right for protection of interests. And then the big one tonight is women's rights. Women's rights is big, guys. Women's rights is big because human right number 25 talks about everyone has a right to standard of living. And under 25 number, motherhood and children are entitled to special care and assistance. All children shall enjoy the same social protections. So guys, I will just talk briefly about this so that when I give my take, and then I can let you guys come in and hear what you feel. So about this fertilizer scandal, The breaking story today was that we saw the minister threaten people to say anyone talking about fertilizer will be arrested. Yes. So we saw the minister threatening Zambians to say, if you talk about fertilizer, you'll be arrested. Hi, Mama. Welcome, welcome.
Thank you. Hi, Queenie.
Good to see you. Looking very nice. Welcome, welcome. Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah. So, Mama, I'm just talking about the two topics today. And the first topic is the fertilizer scandal that is going on in the country, and also the women's rights. Now, we will start with the fertilizer thing because this the women's rights in Zambia is a big fish. It's a big problem, guys. It's really, really big. Even the fertilizer thing, it is big because this is the livelihood of people. I was on the internet and I saw that the president of Rwanda was giving his villagers 10 bags of fertilizer each. In Rwanda, this is what is happening. They are giving villagers 10 bags of fertilizer. And we have seen here in Zambia, villagers kana fertilizer mutu shomeka na mutu dishi. So we are saying that this we have been complaining about it, but what I'm talking about it because I saw the Minister of Agriculture saying anyone who's going to talk about fertilizer, you are going to be arrested. So I want to comment on that. Now, the Minister of Agriculture, I think it is very wrong for him to come and start threatening us who are talking about fertilizer, which should have been delivered in August and September. We are going into December. Tomorrow is December. Is it tomorrow? Yes. Tomorrow is December. Fertilizer is not delivered. And we are being threatened to say, if we say anything, we are going to be risk being arrested. So that's number one. I say that is dictatorship. Zambia is a democracy. You cannot stop people from the exercising their freedom of speech. Nobody's insulting anyone. Human right number 19. Human right number 19. Everyone has a right to freedom of opinion and expression. So for the minister to start threatening Zambians who are talking about fertilizer, that is wrong, sir, with due respect. Zambians are not your children. These politicians must learn to talk to Zambians like we are adults. We gave them those jobs. You know, I'm just sick and tired of these politicians talking to Zambians like we are in their family or we are in a classroom. They are the headmaster or the teacher or something. These political leaders, you have the mandate to rule Zambia and respect Zambians. Respect us. I am tired. I am tired of seeing a politician standing there and disrespecting Zambians. And I'm appealing to the HH to now start firing these ministers on the spot. Fire him. Because, Mr. President, if you don't fire these people, Zambians will fire you. You can't allow ministers to be disrespecting people. We are in a democracy. We are in a democracy. Hello, we are not going to accept ministers to just behave like we are in a classroom or and yet it's the taxpayers' money. The people they are insulting is the people who are paying them. The public fund is what pays those ministers. So me, I'm appealing to the president to start putting his foot down. We are not going to allow ministers to treat Zambians like we are fools. No, that's number one. Number two, there is a scandal. There is a scandal where a whole truck of fertilizer was supposed to go to, I don't know, a certain town, Kashingani Kumbala, and it ended up in a chicken run. Fertilizer, it ended up in a chicken changombe. Can you imagine? And farmers are waiting for fertilizer input. We saw videos of Baba Lumendo. Thank you so much to those youths who took the video of that truck and he called the law enforcement. Ukuyasanga fertilizer full, a lot of fertilizer in a chicken run. And then the minister is saying, if you talk about fertilizer, you're going to be arrested. You are the one who should be arrested for disrespecting people. We say no to that. So I think I'm done on this fertilizer thing. Mama, you can come in, and then we'll talk about women's rights is the big one. Because I want to talk about women's rights really, because I saw a politician who is talking about women's menopause and saying Bali went to period and all that crazy stuff. Like Zambia is the capital city of abusing women. Zambia is the capital city of abusing women. It's a shame. And we are going to talk about that in detail because this has to come to a stop. We had a clown who came in here yesterday insulting us. What is Zambia police doing? So we are going to talk about women's rights in detail. But for now, let us talk about the fertilizer thing. Mama, the floor is yours.
Na totela sana mwebe na Zambia mwaiseni mkwai. Mulishani bonse. Steni invite abantu abengi. Steni share video. Today for more comments, more likes. Let's share your video each then share. Mwaiseni mama, mwaiseni.
Ensita mkwai. Mulishani bonse.
Awa tulifia tuate mwasana kumimona mama matipa. Mama tipa wesi ulifia yesterday we missed you CC.
Yeah, I didn't know you had gone on. I would have loved to be there.
Okay. Mukwai mwebe shile mkufwa ifyo balelanda bakwini mpumi munganda ya mafunde. Iyi ni nganda ya mafunde iyaba fyashi benu abana kashi agwaba le monokutila ifintu fimo tafirole lemo iyo. Kanshi na pali kanu kashita na lapituruka mufyo bachi sosa bakwini mpumi. But so kutila ushikubwa lero twalali women rights ero bili twalalanda pamulandu uyu leshingwana na bena Zambia omulandu wa fertilizer pantu echo twalalandira ipali.
Okay, looks like we lost her. Let me find her. Let me bring her back. Okay, I'm adding her back. She lost connection. Continue, Mama. Continue. Continue, Mama.
Na totela network ile nshupa. Tona la londola mkwa mfianya mwewe na Zambia wakwini mpumi valanda kutila. Twalalanda pamulandu wa women's rights. Na insa ambusha wana mayo. No mulandu wa fertilizer. Eo twalalanda po. Ero valanda kutila. Women's rights. Iyo ibadi kwata article baberenga mu popular law human rights number 25. Umo balanda ma standard. Omo balemba ifyo abena Zambia nangula bana mayo bafiri okwikala mchalo cha Zambia nangula ensambinga mchalo cha Zambia pali standard of living ubwika chugusuma mchalo cha Zambia mother and child special care kabiri no kuposa kwa mano kuli bana mayo nabo balesu cha Zambia ero balando kutira pali ichi twala balira pokula landu wa fertilizer ero kabiri uyu mulandu wa fertilizer mulandu umo utushishe sana bena Zambia fide balanda tu ushikwiso fuifire neli ashiriansofu kanshi uyu mulandu ufiro kulandu hapo ero kabiri bakwini mpumi bafurwa sana bamulandu wa kutira ba minister mkwai abalolesha kuli utungu kuli chitungu cha kumono kutira abena Zambia bakwata fertilizer wakumanina baisa salula bena Zambia kutira uyonse uwaralanda kupali fertilizer balemu ikataka vino kuya mtwala kula kalokonyo kanshi bafukini mpumi balanda kutira ba minister tamukwetensa muna ngushimo isha kutira mwingalata threaten abantu lindi abena Zambia bale ilishanya abena Zambia ukulingana n'olupapulo baberengo lwa human rights bakwatensa mbu isha kuilishanya pafide chitikanga tafiwe meyo ero kabiri bakwini mpumi balanda kutira bamisoka ba minister kutira mufire okwishiwa kutira Zambia techalo chenu yo mwaba mivotele fyo kutira muye mwika mulandire kwa abantu mutalo cha Zambia ero kabiri bamisoka okutira mwishiwa kutira Zambia abena Zambia bonse abena Zambia teba na benu ayo emashwi ayafuma kuli bakwini mpumi so bamisoka okutira mwingale kulanda kubena Zambia bale ilishanya pantulide bale ilishanya ero na imwe mwabika pofimbi mwakula chena bena Zambia umupira po era namukulekeresha abakwini mpumi basoso kutira bachita piu nangula kuli bakateka kutira bakateka bapapata saba bakwini mpumi kutira mwinga chitafaya nangula ukutamfya abantu bamobamo mubuteko mu cabinet baliabo mumwene bakateka kutira tabalebombo mulimo okufika po bonse bali abantu bafiri okutamfiwa mkwai ebakwini mpumi ukabiri mukwangufyanya na mukana kokola nangula abasambira tamali shafo zade faika nangubambi bapeni kwa red card na yellow card kanshi uko ekusosa kwa bakwini mpumi ero kabiri na ine mama CHIKAMONEKA na lalunda bisyo tumeshukutu nono bafya sosa bakwini mpumi kwano yumula nduwa fertilizer na uchusha abantu ichire faika niba minister kulondowera bena Zambia ichirengero kutira fertilizer ingakana isa munshita iyalinga aba minister bafiro kulondowera bena Zambia buche chitike ichirengero kutira ubusanzo bwa fertilizer bufike pampali inshita abantu kwa bloku kwata nokulakana mumabo na mumakapu na mtu dishi na mumaja so kanshi ubu bwafyo ubu bulefo ikabwangwa wa minister mwachita imbe mwalondola kubena Zambia okuchira okutira oso alala ndapwala pumwa kwati nimwe omwafyala bena Zambia inena bakwini mpumi pali kwai twababa furwa sana kwani na umi minister wala ndeti muli nyungulu sana mwe bena Zambia yali ama language yali eyo nkana ine mama CHIKAMONEKA nandati ngamuli mutungulushi mufire mulera motunwa pantunga tamulera motunwa mukalanda amashiwi ya moya yali tabakwini mpumi mtira ama hate speech mukakalifya abantu abengi sana kanshi minister mwe balolesha kuchitungu cha fertilizer mwababa sokwa ba minister ba agriculture muri aba sokwa sana kuli bana mayo kuta lekenyu kutunsia bena Zambia lekenyu kula shumpa bena Zambia bali babwino mwira batendeka yo apa pene na inepo na bakwati na pwira na rapero mpando kuba mayo ba matipa na totera.
Thank you, ladies. Once again, it's always a pleasure to be on this program and deliberate issues that affect our beloved country, because it's not war we are starting. We are just giving positive checks and balances, you know, and he or she who's listening can pick one or two issues and you know, for a better Zambia, so to speak. I'm really shocked, Queen Mpumi, about your statement on fertilizer. How did I miss that one? I mean, how does somebody tell you to silence you to talk about a topic, or you will be arrested? First of all, it's infringing on your freedom of expression, you know, on your right of expression. And which law are they going to use? They must tell the Zambians which law they are going to use. Again, it borders on dictatorship. You know, it's now reminding me of countries like Germany when Hitler was there, where you suffered silently. You could never oppose anything. You know, it's repression of citizens and people who oppose you, you know, and you know, it's like somebody is trying to form a cult of personality centered on them as leaders who were there elected by the citizens of this country to deliver according to their promises, you know. And it is true, we are in the month of December. The planting season is over. When are you going to plant your crops? You know, because the rains have come, you know, and this thing should have been done as early as August, even July, if possible. And now, you know, people are sharing fertilizer in buckets. Then if that is the case, then let's go back to subsistence farming, where people were using even cow dung to grow their crops. You understand what I mean? But then you introduce them to something, and then you are not able to sustain that, that's what you introduced the people. And you see, Zambia has a staple food, which is maize. You know, millions of Zambians, you know, they depend on maize. You know, when people have mealie meal, for them that's enough. People can have their shima with their little vegetables grown in their garden. But the most important is their maize meal should be available. And that is why you find when you touch on the price of maize, the whole country goes wild, you know, because that is their staple food and they depend on it, you know. So I'm very disappointed in this minister who said he's going to arrest anybody talking about fertilizer. You know, then probably I'll be the first one that will be arrested because I've spoken about fertilizer. I have my relatives there in Luapula who live on maize meal, and they need these nutrients to plant their maize meal. And so before he opened his mouth and infringed on the right of expression, he should have thought twice. And frankly speaking, you know, it's starting to instill fear in me that now you are just going to be told to shut up when you bring issues of national importance that affect the population of Zambia. This is totally uncalled for, Queen Mpumi. You know, I'm yet to listen to that clip, and, you know, I cry, my beloved country. Honestly, this should come to an end. It's gonna cost the government a lot if this is the route they would like to take. Thank you, Queen Mpumi.
Yes, yes, yes. So there's a comment here to say, he said, if you found selling fertilizer gotten from PSIP, you will be arrested. I stand to be corrected. Oh, yes, okay. But anyway, I listened to that audio and he said there are people talking about it. You know? But anyway, whether it's arresting people selling it, is like these politicians, let them tone down their language. We don't want, people are already upset. Things, our lives have changed for the worst in this new dawn. So the least they can do is come up with the attitude of intimidating people when people are already upset. You know? We are not seeing love from them. We are not seeing that, you know, an attitude of being sorry or just like, oh, we are late, we had these challenges. But they are putting salt on a chironda. But I need a salt for chironda. And on top of that, a whole track, guys, could it track hijack corruption? This UPND is turning to be something else. A whole track after my roadblock, Babula fertilizer, which was supposed to go to a certain town, Kashinga Nikumbala, Yaisanga Kashinga Niku town inshi, and they offloaded the fertilizer, Muchitere Chanko Komwebantu Bakwalesa. Kocho Mufiafine, remember in the southern province, Kwali drought, when the ministers, some people, some officials, Valesungo Wunga, instead of Bukufolesha, this is what is happening. They took fertilizer. Instead of delivering that fertilizer found itself in your dawn. When we're talking about corruption, It is there. The videos are circulating. It is so sad.
Indeed, indeed, time for politicking is over. This is the time to work. It is the time to show you how serious you are in governing this country. Mind you, in case we have forgotten, this cost PF an election, and they came back and apologized, but the damage had already been done, you know? Go ahead, Mama Maria.
Mary, Mama, the floor is yours.
Me wanna comment up. I think I want to.
Yeah, kwa Misheki. Misheki Movita.
What I think if we have any more.
No, let us just answer them. Let us answer them because some of the people, they don't know why we are here. This page is a non-partisan page. We are fighting for the human rights of the poor, the impoverished, the forgotten people, the villager in Chelenge, the villager in Shangomo, the villager in Mapangaya. That is what we are talking about. We are not talking about you who has a job. Na kafumona we kutauledi na upatana paycheck.
No, kubiola na ubiola.
Yes. We are talking for justice for the poor people.
Mishek, who is Mishek addressing when he says, Iwe Mayo, don't put me mufyabu kuba. Me, I'm happy. He's addressing who? Who is he addressing?
So he's happy. He's happy. We are not going to allow the minister to be insulting people. Because these policemen, they are being used by politicians. These politicians, stay in your lane. You politicians, you are issuing statements and the police are acting on it. You are going to bring anarchy and chaos in this country.
Well, if Mishek is happy, if Mishek Mobita is happy, good for him. I'm equally very happy for you, Mishek, that you are happy.
Talking about happy people here. Human rights is talking about the oppressed, the marginalized, the overlooked, the invisible people. That's who we are talking about. We are not talking about who work with a contract, na she tender, na she high like Sule Shaoledia. The poor. I always say on this page, if you don't have a heart for the poor, if you don't have a heart for human rights, for equality, dignity, justice, and freedom, if you are enemies of justice and freedom, get off this page. This page is for people who care for the people. Not Baturie, more you are not antidotix or somewhere. Mama,
you know, Queen Impumi,
yeah.
I wish to say something, you know. Maybe these people who are saying are happy and good for you. I love that you are happy. But you see, then you are not being in reality with the situation on the ground. You know, things on the ground are not as easy as it may seem. Some people now are even having 1 meal a day. Some are even are not even eating. And now it brings me back to a situation where, you know, I remember Edgar Lungu saying, "Nga bread ngomtengo wa bread wakula." Yeni kandolo or something. I'll be very honest with you, Queen Impumi. For me, I would rather eat kandolo anytime because it's a very healthy food. It's very healthy, you know. And I remember going to Mansa every time for holidays. That's what we used to eat as kids with our tea, you know, and people laughed at him, you know. I'm not saying, you know, the things were good at that time, but on that particular choice of food, I thought kandolo was even more healthier than bread. And so on the ground, things are not easy. As of midnight today, our fuel again is going up to 25 point something. And it's even gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. So we are here talking for the vulnerable, you know, and for those people who are not living as good as you are, Mr. Mishek. If you are living as nicely, you are happy and everything, good for you, and we wish you all the best, and may this living good continue, because there are people who are worse off than you. You just cannot imagine what people are going through, you know? So when we come here, we don't come here to please people or, you know, ukubashinga bata or anything. What we talk about are real facts, facts that are affecting the nation, you know. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama. Thank you, Mama. Mama Mary is having a problem with her connection. So welcome, guys. The number is growing. We are here. We are human rights activists. I know there are a lot of people following this page. Today, our topics, we are talking about our freedom of speech. Imwela Minister of Agriculture, freedom of speech, number 19, human right number 19. We have a right to freedom and expression. Hello, you must respect us. We demand respect. We demand respect. All human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights. I know there are a lot of comments. People are saying, you know. We feel the pain, you know. There's no money in circulation. We are just here, guys. We are here to air our views and exchange ideas, information. Yes, Mama?
Natotela sana ni mwana comment yaba Mario balanda stop making noise. Ba Mario echo mulela ndokutira lekeni kupange echo ngo mula ndo akutira na muya na muikuta. Ero kabini mo batu byemu. Mule kefsera fya msango efichibi. Twalile mba Queen Mpumi.
First, before Queen Mpumi, before you come in, just a word of advice. Let's ignore these people who are passing on negative comments. They are going to derail our program. They will derail our program. In every society, there are disgruntled people and there are positive people. If we concentrate on what we are here for, as much as we ignore them, you will see tomorrow, they will get tired of commenting this. You know, they will just get tired. Ignore them and let's focus. Thank you.
Yes, Mary, Mama Mary.
Mwalanda winosana. Because abantu bale tuwasukira kono kutuwasukira. So lekeni tubale kefye abantu bakula basuka. Bakula imona mu munyama. Na lalanda kumashwa ya chiranda ba matipa wesu bachiranda kutira kwena. Ubu gwafya gwa Fertilizer walubana. Ero kabiri kulunda pofya mashuya landire ba minister bako agriculture. Nabena abafyashi ba matipata basekere bona mpano. China bena balanda chimo chine kwati Queen Mpumi kutira. Yareche na abantu. Kanchi mule kyokulanda pa mashui ayale kali fya abantu. Kabiri CHIKAMONEKA kwati Zambia is now a dictatorship country. CHIKAMONEKA numba kwati Zambia ili mu dictatorship country tapali wa kulanda kumukama pa mkoshi no kumume mintu kushanda. That's why numba balumendo batumpa sana ukula umala ba police bantu baicho kutira in dictatorship country. Eva mama matipefyo balanda. Nomba kabiri balanda kutira.
Sorry.
Ba matipa balanda kutira. Ndelo ndolo kuli bali abashasa mbira bashire mufefu balera dechi nkuba ule ichisungu chitaline chipire cha konkapo ba matipa balanda kutira chabulanda sana apakala mbanga nshi kuya baba shulimi batu nono kwali ba ma commercial farmers na ma subsistence farmers so bali abantu abali mo utu nono bali mu bwafyo bukalamba sana pantu kwena kapo we kala isa kapone next week ifitumbi bakala tunta fya abantu kunsala mukaliro munshinga wakapowe muno mukyalo kya Zambia ero kabiri balanda okutira ukulatuka abantu te solution ba MP ba minister ukutuka abantu te solution fayeni solution ya kusendera mu abantu wino ukulabeba mashwa yasa ati shwiri suma lya ikishemburu kumuti na inena lalunda popa nono pali yene mashwi ya chilanda ba mama matipa fayeni we ya kulandira mona abantu londowele ni abantu ichirengere fertilizer ichitikefi londowele ni abantu mwishi wiri suma ale shwiri suma lya ikishemburu kumuti elo kabiri before tamulalanda language ili yonse ngata muri babemba first mwaipusha ngana lande kubantu fikalo la mwi so ayama shwi mulelanda ayakamileterera ayama shwi yakamileterera iyi platform twaleta pate platform yakula tusalula iyo twaisa mkulandira ko bali abantu bashakwata otabaputuyo tulimba twakulanda bwangu ine ba mama matipa bakwini mpumi kulina bafyashi besu nimbona bachanda tnala joina ba Oscar nabena nabalanda tnala joina so kanchi program ichindikeni pate program yenu mwe basambira ya so
Thank you, Mama. I think we lost our connection. So we are moving on, guys. We are moving on to women's rights. Thank you guys for following and sharing. The number is growing. You're welcome to Queen Pumi Show. Today we're talking about fertilizer scandals and the threats by the minister. Now we are moving on to women's rights. This is a big one, guys. This is a big one. But before I move on to women's rights, I just want to say, in life, people always remember how you made them feel. Mwamfa. Umuntu onse alebukisha nga wali musansa musha. When they hear your name, they are like, oh my God, that person, she made me feel super, you know, that person. Ali nkalifa chifano kumfeshina lyakwe ngana mfa feshina lyakwe kundomfa no muselu mwaishiba. So we are saying this new Dawn government, they should endeavor to leave a good impression on Zambians, because we are going to remember though the way they are making us feel. It come 2026. We are going to remember the harsh words that are being uttered to Zambians. We are going to bed sleeping with them. You know, economy is harsh, things are harsh. People, when they go on the TV online, basanga minister bale pata pata, you know, there is no consolation. Like where do we run to? Like, these are the leaders who promised us a land of milk and honey. And now that things have gone wrong, we know there is a recession, we know there is a war, we know there is a lot of factors affecting all economies in the world. What the government can do is just to explain to the people the challenges they are facing. We are all adults. I'm appealing to the government to have an open door policy, to talking to Zambians every day, giving an update, so people understand. Not talking to people like we are useless. After we gave them the vote, the reason they are there is because of us. But every time these government officials, they don't answer phone calls, they are suspending people, it's just ridiculous. So we are saying, you know what? The time is ticking. And don't blame anyone, and don't shut us up, because we are in a democracy. We won't allow you to shut us up. Moving on, guys. So let's move into women's rights. This is a big one, guys. Women's rights have been, yes, Mama.
Pumi, just before we move on to women's rights, just to add on what you said, You know, if a listening government will come and address their people, that's what a listening government does. Kanshi, if that is the case, come out. The government should just come out and tell the Zambians, tighten your belts for this period. I remember Chiluba said it. He told the people to tighten their belts when he was just coming in, that the storm will be real, but after some time, all will be well. But and then again, find remedial solutions for the people, you know, like alternative solutions, because, you know, insala, muchalonga modi insala. First of all, pike chishala lirandiratira leto musebanya. Secondly, people die. People die. Now, once you are dead, you are past and you are gone. Even when the economy is revamped, it's not that they will go to your grave and wake you up and say, hey, come on, wuka, insala nomba na ipwa. You are dead, you are gone. So let's have other, you know, something to fall back on so that people continue living as they are tightening their belts. You know, all they are asking for is the basic necessity, which is a meal, even a meal a day, which is their maize meal. So the leaders out there, if you are listening to us, you know, come out and address the situation of the hunger in Zambia. I would like to really say there is hunger. There is hunger. Because gone are the days where even somebody would throw a 20 kwacha at you. You know, everyone is feeling it. Everyone is feeling it. You know, it's sad. I remember when I used to I would sell some commodities, and now people who get commodities from me, I cannot believe that they're failing to pay me. And these are people I thought were the upper mwambas. And now they are telling me, please give me up to the month end and I will pay. Meanwhile, when you get your supplies, the people who are giving you your supplies don't give you on credit. They give you on cash. And you resell on credit, and you will have to wait and suffer until that person pays you. But if you don't give on credit, that stuff will rot in your house. It's better you wait for something. So the struggle is real. And so, ubutekonga mule umfwa, please, nangu mule abantu ati wakakiama belt, think of plan B.
What do you mean?
He was a young guy.
What's the meaning? They tighten up your belts.
There was hope. Thank you.
And you know, Mama Anik, yes, Mary, Mama Mary.
And therefore, Kulando Kutila, if you valelanda, Mama Matipa, fishing Kasan, government posen kwa man, Mupose Kosana man, Abantu Badine Sala. Ilia dena ile mkushisha maddresses mtown. Chisoko ne market na bwelelo kwa blo kushisha mwela anangulimo. Impia mu circulation tamwa. So kanshi chiriri shuko ngamwakwata abantu abalelanda. Mfitulelanda ba mama kwini mpumi ine na bana matipa. Chabali shuko kubuteko ukuyishiba kutira kanshi achile abantu balepita mkuchula. Ukuchilo kuikala tondolo patuka toikala tondolo mwakula munakwati fiyose filifie bwino. So kanshi ifitulelanda chiri bwino mwe bantu mwe baletu salula lekeni lishuko lyabakateka ukula umfwa ifishinko kufuma kulispo kutira abantu bale ilishanya ero nachiwa mana sana bakateka wesu na batampo kuchitali realize kwa chachi ne pa grassroots tapali bwino na balanda ti next year nkaba flat out 70% of my time nkala ibonfya pa ground, which means vale if tulelanda kwa mama CHIKAMONEKA bakwini mpumi na mama matipa. So iwo ushiwe ule munakata fukwete amano changwa mawa yala nangwa yakuba ukuchira wala pisha bano bebele fo kunfa uwafuirisho wakusambirira ensambusha abo pa media uwaletereko media aliwamya so kansi ba government poseni kwa manu ero chimbicho nalanda okutira okulatuka abantu in the name of politics mufire okuleka okulatuka abantu umulandu wama politics muleke ma bad manners abantu nga bamisala abantu nga bamipera chance nishina bamichindika mwimona abantu kwati balitumpa abena Zambia bali abaleteka kale kuli bakeke na balero bali kusana ababena Zambia balero bali cha tebali abafimbeni amapuma blankets pame so yo elo tabala banangu kamu Fertilizer wale aka na buckets tabaka bali abalaba so be careful muleba kitahando and then issue is made kubantu londolene ni abantu chichalenga fertilizer mwa abantu londolene mwa balondolera ofetefya lerondo wakwini mpumi mayo efirengere mwe bantu teifwe umfwe na umfwe balondolola kiwe onene chirengere mwe balolesha mu mafuta mwa londola tuko ku Ukraine kwa be minshinga kwa lipone minshinga tatuipangira fuel oli worldwide mwa londola ku bantu bena Zambia baumfa not instead you londole minister wabo kutuka abantu nichirero la mwisi twalire bakwini mpumi
na totera mkwai era mkwai ine parwandi fias pumulos tumbeko. I cannot even give him a pass because immediately this government came very sungu tax holiday. Do you know what that means? Instead of channeling that money to alleviate the hardships of Zambians, the priority of this new Dawn government was to pay more money. In Echawandini, Echankaripanga, why Bechankaripa? Shikita Dionsenga, Namono, Zambian Ballet, Bishanya, not sure. I just think, I'm sure that money is in billions. If you're in a tax break, with tax holiday, Sungu is in millions, billions of dollars. I sleep in my bed and imagine to say, Ngabani wile shi empia bapela mazambiani abantu bandinga tabale chula. This is what we are saying. Ine as a family person, my last penny na pela umundu reputafye business associate wandi namu pela paycheck yandi. Ero abana bandi tuambo kulaswa today kushola. We start begging, but I empower my foreigners. Mupita nshira namu pela paycheck asenda. For me, this is my bone of contention. New Dawn Wandini. Nangumulanda chimwanite mokweba ola government. You know what, they could have done that if everything was okay in the country. I could have been, it's okay. We are okay. But you don't give those same companies, they are being paid. But those same companies over pay a tax holiday. Kuno kwa America, they pay billions of dollars. In tax fraud, they were evading taxes. If miners, they are being paid 3,000 a month. Honestly, like really honestly, is this what we voted for? Open your eyes. Nangumula supportefia abunani kane. Mine ule ingia pa mgodi risking his life every day. Wale umforesha 3 pin. We are talking here, we want Zambians' life to improve, not willingly taking the wealth of Zambia and giving it away to people who are being prosecuted in foreign lands for tax evasion. If we are giving them our tax money, which can help, even if it's nothing, it's something. You know? We know that I was reading somewhere that even the people who did the census, they are not even paid. I'm teachers whatever in arrears. So things are not okay. A problem in because we are doing divide and rule. We are one Zambia, one nation, one tribe. Every Zambian must have food on the table. This is my point, and this is why I'll keep talking. Yes, Mama Mary.
Iriri ashimuletere lyashirikankala sana kabiri iri ashide ekyusho na Zambia wonse ero ndetoterana leso ulembi bwonfyokula mipela mano kira bushiko ifya kulanda n'abantu abalechula abantu mu Zambia balechula ero iri pusho lyandiba mama matipa nala mipusha nimwe nala ipusha bushe chinshi chirengo kutila amabuteko yonse otuvotera baliebo tuvotera bala wini nako ero abalanda bali abavota balachulira.
Thank you,
ma'am. Abakankala bale wini nako abalanda nabo balechulira ko mo chinshi chirenga mama matipa ndefa yo kwishibale.
Thank you, Mama Maria. I will give you one answer, and if allowed, I'll even diversify. The truth of the matter is, usually, African politicians do not go into politics to serve the people. They go into politics to serve themselves, period. And they will come in the name of angels and say they are going to do this and that for you. But I tell you, their number one priority is to serve themselves. I said it once on a platform here. When you become a politician, you have to lose your sense of love for the people. You have to lose your good qualities in life. You have to develop a thick skin, and you have to learn to lie. That's how African politics are, you know. So politicians, for me, are just chancers. There are a few, and very, very few, who mean well when they go into politics. But the majority of politicians go in to feed themselves. It has now become like akalilo mwila monefi bambi bamona abanabo bali mu politics kanshi barakumbwa at oh, if only I can get onto that position na inewine I will live a comfortable life. So Mama Maria, they go in for themselves and not for the people. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. I think let's move on to the women's rights. Thank you, guys. Women's rights is a big one. And why I say it's a big one, because women, we have come a long way from oppression, from being looked at as second-class citizens in our marriages, in our work, you know. And so these women's rights are a big fight the world over. And I'll just, to give you an overview because of time, you can go to the internet and read about United Nations and women's rights. Read about it. Read about the International Day for Women, which is March 8th. Read about the history of women. Women's rights is not protecting women who are walking half naked. Women's rights, yes, Mama?
Before tamulayo kutalinesha women rights, abantu balanda okutira mama, you are not reading our out comments. I think berengeni kwa comments pali fuachira landa. If you have fertilizer, then ero tuye ku.
Okay.
Also, maybe before Queen Impumi goes to read comments, we had agreed that because of so many insults that we started seeing on the comments, we thought we would be distracted by people who are just come on the group to insult. So sorry, people, we didn't want to be distracted, but when we get sober comments and comments worth reading, we will definitely entertain those comments. Thank you, Queen Impumi.
Yes, so I was just saying, giving you a history of women's rights. So women have been a race that have been marginalized, second-class citizens. Women have been tortured all around the world. Women didn't even have a right to vote until recently. So, but we are going to talk about women's rights in relation to our country, Zambia, women's rights in Zambia. And we are going to say that our discussion here is going to center on to focus on issues that unlock or progress gender equality, leadership and political participation, economic empowerment, and ending violence against women. Those are 4 things. So gender equality, local participation in leadership, and economic empowerment, and ending violence. I will talk, for example, even in our homes, to talk about gender equality. I'll talk about our family settings and our work settings. Mumayanda, some women cannot even say a voice. They cannot say a voice because they are married, they have no source of income. So women are being frustrated. That's why in most of the Western countries, they have programs for women to help them. If a woman is married and has kids, they have social services where she can go and maybe learn some trade to learn how to earn money. Or if she is in a distressed marriage, she can ask for help, get empowered, and then eventually be independent. In leadership, we see that our current government, they have sidelined women. When we look at GRZ, even UPND appointments, we have less than 10% of women in this UPND government. What is that? We also look at our businesses, private companies. They want to sexually abuse and harass women to be given a job or contract. All these are violence, is a harassment. They are abuse against women, and there are organizations in Zambia which are set up, but they're not doing anything. These organizations, women should be able to go and report if a boss is demanding for sexual harassment. If a political leader is asking for a sexual favor to be adopted, we need to revive all these organs to start working, to hear more, you know. So in Zambia, we are at the worst. I think we are at the capital of disrespecting women. You know why I say this? Because today I went online and I saw a president of a political party saying Bali is Bali. Elo Bali has hit menopause. It's like, how can you insult women like that? These are the type of people who are aspiring for political office. You know, using a woman to describe another fellow male opponent, using menopause. Do you know what a woman goes through when they're going through menopause? Do you know what a woman goes through when they're menstruating? Some women, they have it so bad. We have people, a whole country, commenting on a comment about menopause. They comment, they're not smiley faces. He should be arrested. That is hate speech and bullying, harassing women, disrespecting women. We say no to that. In other countries, his political party will even be deregistered. The way they respect women. You cannot be campaigning on a global platform talking about the other president if he has a menstruation or if he's on menopause or whatever. I'm telling you, I never felt so insulted today. Like, this is the level of Zambian politics we are going. Zambian women have had it. They have been abused left, right, and center. Women, I saw a video that came to me. A woman, Balimu Ikata cheating, she was killed. The woman was killed. Balimu, a mob of men attacked her. And the men also, they don't protect their women. But men cheat all the time. Are men subjected to that kind of treatment? We are saying our government needs to lead by example and protect the woman. Woman needs protection in Zambia. You are busy insulting us. Umukashana Ngafara Africa skate, you address the woman, you call the woman all kinds of names. If a woman has got children with different men, you insult her. Meanwhile, you men have got different baby mamas all over. Do we insult you? We don't. Torture. Women in Zambia, we are being tortured. You don't know, like I have asked many women to come and talk on this platform. They have declined to come on this platform. And you know the reason? They say they don't want to be cyberbullied. See, I don't have what it takes to survive the cyberbullying which I'm going to receive from Zambian men. Unfortunately, even our women are also cyberbullying fellow women. It's a shame. I'm here to ask my president and the first lady, now my vice president, to say, put laws in place to protect women. Cyberbullying. People should not be insulted on social media and get away with it. So,
Thank you, Queen Impumi. Let me just add on. You know, I think the right to gender equality is also very important. There are a lot of human rights violations. And then you see, this continues to impact the lives of women and girls everywhere. These consequences sometimes and at times in the later lives of certain women, affect the women very badly. Of course, unless you find somebody as strong as I am, I said to myself, I've lived a life. You insult me, I don't care. It doesn't touch my skin, you know. But then we should be mindful of other women. It totally affects their lives. You find certain women then become introverts. They cannot express themselves. They cannot say anything for fear of being judged. You find certain women now, even when they go into a marriage, they'll go into a marriage and they just become silent. They don't say anything, even when they are abused. And then you see, this bullying may have started when they were young and they grew up with it. You know, they grew up with it and they go into a marriage, they carry that. All their lives, they carry that. You know, they cannot say anything to their husband for fear of being abused verbally, you know. And, you know, we equally also demand rights of freedom from torture, cruelty, and inhuman acts. When I talk about inhuman acts, you know, please, ladies, and I see there's a gentleman. When you go into Arab countries, you will now understand what human rights are all about. You know, in those countries, sometimes even just to get out of that country, you will have to get permission from your husband. To travel with your own child, you need to get permission from your husband. Your child that you gave birth, you know. And so you are kept like a prisoner. There's an Arab country only not so long ago, women were allowed to drive. Before that, women were not allowed to drive at all. They were driven by their husbands, you know. And so, you know, they have to be completely submissive to their husbands.
In
as
Qatar.
If they are serving a
Qatar. In Qatar.
Qatar, yeah. As if they are serving a God. I will only bow down to my God. I will only kneel down for my God. I will not kneel down for a fellow human being. But I will respect you as a human being. But do not turn me into a slave. Thank you, Queen Mpumi.
Thank you, my brother. You are welcome. The floor is yours. Or Mama CHIKAMONEKA, you want to come in?
That's enough before tabalaisa ba Oscar wesimkwai. Ichakubalira pomwa isa ba Oscar munganda funde.
Hello, brother Oscar.
Thank you very much, great ladies. Thank you very much. It's my pleasure to come and be part of your platform. It's quite a great pleasure. It's my pleasure indeed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pafyo mwachi sosaba Queen Mpumi na mama matipa nalabula pofye chintu chimo. Nalabula pofye fyo mwachi nando kutila. Bana mayo mbya tabakwate ensambu. Isha kutila benga kafula munganda ya mafuma politics. No mulandu mwachilanda mulandu wakutila bantu bela kufula muma politics. Mulandu wakutila bana mayo balasanga okutila alefa yokuba muma politics. Elwajwa pakumupela adoption certificate kano bamutokotero bamupeli. So abengira na mayo chibatina. Mwali bobulalela lobwa pwiriri sana muma politics. Bantu bayamukusenda mukama. Adoption certificate papa John Chine ngatulya kulwa pula. Ngatulya kulusaka. Epo bayamutwapela so alolesha belawe if you put.
Oh my God.
Kachi bana mama wafua sana kwa politics. Balafua sana kwa politics. Nomba icho chine icho eti babwesha. N'abalume babona bena bana bakanyo bamona bebe muri abalamu kukasabana mwali bechinkasa. Era ngamwamala for example kuri bashima pepo. Bashima pepo fye bana mayo fye munganda kutokota. Mitokota.com. So anchi bana ma eti lengo kutila belafula. Muma politics bala tina bambia baichindikanga Mama CHIKAMONEKA tesu nyopia mutokota. Bampera doctor certificate. That's why bapite pa John Chile ngatula kulusaka. Lero no mbatira doctor certificate. Bala mchila bapita pa John Chile no bakwaliba. Ala
It's real talk, guys. We are laughing, but that is a true.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Ingrid. When I was in Zambia, I tell you guys my story. Short story, guys. So I was married in Zambia, and apparently politics is in me. So, we were campaigned to remove KK. When the MMD came up, I was also like, how many teachers? They use teachers to campaign. So we are ngana wena kunganda lwale kawachia kumule na chia kuma politics ati wepa politics muule ngawa if you continue ma politics panopanga ndawa alafuma. What do you mean? I'm a politics muule. Ebe yabanyamayo wonsa ma politics maule. So if you want ma politics panopanganda ulong yolea. That's what I went through. So he knew what I didn't know.
And yet, when you think about it, really kudos to women. I think women would make fantastic politicians.
Look at
on
what
a very
is
serious
in Rwanda. In Rwanda, 61% of the parliament they are women. So Rwanda banamayo takule tokota namayo ku Rwanda. That's why there is a banamayo kudi. No nonsense. They are not taking it.
And yet, when you look at this cabinet, Queen Mpumi, tell me how many women are in cabinet today?
I think 3 or 4.
2.
Imagine. 2. It's a shame.
Sylvia Masebo.
And the Sushi.
2 women. I mean, is it fair to all concerned?
You know why they are 2? Because
my dear sister, how can I call the other sister? What's the name, please?
Anik.
Huh?
Anik. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Anik. Thank you very much. I think sometimes it's our ladies, some of our ladies, I think they also contribute to this. If I can talk, our dear Kumpumi, you are in the United States and you know how things work. There is freedom, there is liberty, and all those things. And now, in Zambia, I think we have to acknowledge, let us acknowledge that we don't have that much freedom and liberty of our women to express themselves. I would like to confirm that, and I would like you, wise ladies of ours on this platform, really indeed to understand the situation in our country, our beloved country, Zambia. Our women really, sometimes they suffer a lot, and because some of them, other women, they are independent at the moment, but most of our ladies, they are not very much economically independent. And if they are not economically independent, they become a bit, slaves in one way or another. And that's it. So we are not going to blame a man all the time, 100%, but we can also blame at the quality of a woman to see if our ladies, how we wish our ladies can now tell the irresponsible men to say, get lost. You are coming here, you are misbehaving, get lost. But some of our women in Zambia at the moment, gentle ladies, I'm telling you, their behaviors are a bit questionable. Anyway, I would say. Anyway, thank you very much. I'm very proud. Thank you very much. I'm Donosca. My name is Donosca. I'm calling from Italy. I follow you, women, ladies, wonderful. Especially, I follow Mama CHIKAMONEKA. And this evening, I think I have a question with Mama CHIKAMONEKA. I have a question with her. If Queen Mpumi and our lady, the other one, I forget the name easily, please. If I can remember. Matipa, yes. Matipa. Thank you very much. If Matipa, my woman, Matipa can also allow me, and Queen Mpumi, if she's going to allow me, I would love to interact with Mama CHIKAMONEKA if time is going to allow. At the moment, I leave you friends and ladies, I leave you to continue with your program. And thank you very much. And thank you very much that you have welcomed me on this program. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Could you comment here, Mama CHIKAMONEKA, you don't have legal background, and how you are talking, mind you, is it you?
Mind you, your friends are not in Zambia. What legal background do you mean? That this is a platform to learn, Mama. We are here to learn, to educate each other and share information.
Natulande vyokutila imbira ya mushu ya sukira ye mwini. Nga iwe chakalipa kupala John Chino. Ninkulumbula.
If you log on Facebook, what is the questionnaire on Facebook we push? What is on your mind? So we talk about what is on our mind. It's a freedom of speech. Even you can, if you are a lawyer, Facebook platform, you'll be under pama expertise, you'll be.
Sapwa.
Yes, so instead to learn the human rights, in Zambia, we have seen the decay in treatment of women. Kumakapokola, women, Kuria, police are not taking action. Police are not taking action. I think we are just saying that the government of to protect the women. We need women to be protected. Gender equality. Protection means every woman should have the same opportunity to get a job. Every woman should have same opportunity for health care. And mind you, our women health care is more sensitive because we bring life. We are the vessel of bringing life. So we see that our hospitals, our maternity wards, they are neglected. Is a sorry sight if patalama labor ward. Banamaya, we have been neglected. We want this new dawn government to protect our women. Equal rights, Kumanchito. Clamp down on these people. Sexual harassment laws must be put in place. Managers must be trained about sexual harassment. Managers must be told to say if they sexually harass women on the job, they are going to be sued and pay money to women. Sexual harassment is a big thing in Zambians political and also business area. Sexual harassment, our women are being sexually harassed day and night. Even adoption, a lot of things. And now we find that a lot of women have been disadvantaged where they have no jobs and have been reduced to prostituting. Give us women equal opportunities. Human right number 1 says we are all equal. Banamayo Chula Muzambe, to a fact that now we are even being mocked by the aspiring president is talking about the current president to say Aliku period. That is the most insulting I've ever heard. Or Aliku menu posing and Sungu, that man right now, na adoption yakwenganawa mupoka. Party yako would have been shut down for just talking down on women. That is like insulting your mother, your father, and every woman in your life, in the whole world. Mama CHIKAMONEKA, you can go on.
Therefore, kulanda kupali neba chilando kutila. Bana mayo bashani bachila lumbula bene bala ku period. Bala kwatana menopause. Oyumu salu la pamusalu wachila yonsi. Imi salu la shonse. Uyumu salu la wakulisha. That's why and that all down cha Zambia na discipline tamuzi. lona order tamuli tekuti taata omukulu fye taata omukalamba pompo ng'ombi omushi w'abaana pompo ng'ombi omushi w'ab'ekikulu aleera ndeefya amaperiod n'amamenopause pakintu wiki kutumpa sana nisha abantu batumpire mu kyalo kya Zambia ukuwe kutumpa last banshi barereka bareyendera barekata abantu abalera n'otunono uyo omuntu natukana because natukana mayo wonse Zambia yonse bana mayo wonse natukana kintu nesali kifisa tachumfikana kumitu y'abantu kwali befintu ifyumfika palwangala kati ifyumfika mukasuba nefyafisama nesali pange fintu ifyafisama kwali banefisha afisama fila fintu fyalifisama iwe chitatori shiru nepo wike wechungu wao tientwalile.
Thank you, Queen Mpumi. Let me just come in and say, you know, I learned one thing in life. When someone is posting nonsensical and stupid things on their pages, and the more people ignore them, the more embarrassed they become, and this totally comes to an end. Ignorance is the best teacher. If people ignore that person, that's the end. It's the same the way we have this program. If we don't have people who follow us to listen to what we have to share on this page, we will simply close it down. What has motivated us to go on is because people follow this program and they find something sensible in it, you know. So I blame the people that follow the same person who writes nonsense on his or her page, you know. And if only Zambians can now define a right from a wrong. Because for me, you're not giving proper checks and balances. You are just being an nincompoop. Thank you, Queen.
Thank you, Ma Anik. But you know, just to add on what you're saying, we need the law. That's why the law is there, to protect the vulnerable. Women are vulnerable. We need to be protected from such men who look at women as nothing. They can talk about a woman's period and compare another man who has no idea what it feels to be at a period, what it feels to be on menopause. So we say protect us. We are actually appealing to our government to protect us. To say if there are laws in place, if somebody says something, then he knows that I will face consequences. But again, there's nothing like negative publicity. All publicity is good. People make a name of a being stupid. My brother, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Great ladies, you are doing a great job indeed. I'll keep on complimenting you and encouraging you. I come on your platform because you are few women who are coming out and you are expressing your views and your consent so that our country can be a better Zambia. I am one of those people who really would like to come in the platform and contribute. And of course, one of the fantastic ladies that I'm following is Mama CHIKAMONEKA. I'm following this lady very closely, very, very great lady. But I'm not saying that I'm following her because the other women, you are not so that important. But I know Queen Mpumi, you know, I know you well some time back. I know how we have been working so that we can contribute to Zambia. So, apart, well, what you have said about this guy, I think, if I'm not mistaken, he should be called, the name should be Tembo, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Yeah, so now, if he is Tembo, I'm here, I'm coming out loudly in a public platform. without fear. Without fear. Sean Tembo has no respect, first of all, for himself. As a man. I'm a man. Okay. Now, Lalanda Fidavalanda Kuamayo Bana CHIKAMONEKA. Bamayo Bana CHIKAMONEKA Valande Fintvala straightforward. So, Mama CHIKAMONEKA Mpeniko Ensambu Hakwatindande Go Fidamulanda. Uyushen Tembo. Umfweni kuno kuitadi kuno Valalanda straightforward. They say, a man, the distinguishing of a man is that Maevana CHIKAMONEKA malaya ko awene sowa ku Europe malawe bakupano. Ali kwata filefya baume. Twaba tubiri kwati tuma table tennis. Nomba inshallah muchibemba. Inshallah muchibemba bantu balandi batinatukana. Twaba kwati tuma table tennis. If you balanda kuno
you can call them testicles in English.
Biological, let's use biological language.
You say
The biological language is the apples. He has 2 apples.
ah, well, that's not biological. Biological language, mami, Queen Pumi, biological language ni tumabolo.
But so tulandika tutuma mango. Tulandika tumango.
Okay, tualanda tutuma mango. Tualanda tensede, tulelanda fie. Pandu muchibemba, nga walanda ama bodies. Chimuneka kwa tuletukane nsele. Ama bodies, kwa ningwa tomu.
Ama body parts.
Ama body parts. Emkwani. Ndefa mungu fwe mwebantu ngufweni. Ndefa achokulanda fyama body parts. Umutu walanda ti, umutu efo fination umona ama tui. Nombo, okukunshuku. Tualifiro okulanda nga tualanda balanda chwa tukane nsele. Kunshuku abantu balanda ti.
Yes.
Okay, muchibemba balanda ti, utuma bolo. Ofu balanda muchibemba. Lishina. Empa. Nombo. Mwebantu na papa tabana mayo mwebali pa platform hii mwebantu uyu Sean Tembo arayininda kalipa abanje batiwira kalipa efine bamayo bana CHIKAMONEKA baranje bachawo wesheni mu mutima inenda kalipa muleo mfaimo mulemo kwati bamayo bana CHIKAMONEKA bala kalipa mulemo la kwati bala kalipa. Ala inenda kalipa. Mama. Queen Pumi. Nda kalipa ine. Nomba umfwe. Uyushon Tembo. Vamu ikatecha kubalila po. Ala ndiyo kuwa tumwa umiakwata menstruation period. Vamu ikata vamu funya. Mulengu fama vamayo. Bonze. Vamayo bonze umfwe ni yachi. Sean Tembo vamu ikatecha kubalila po. Ala ndati. Hakainde president hakainde chilema ala kwata umulopa waku mweshi bamu ikataba akapokola bamu funya na nomba Sean Tembo lelo abwekeshapo tulensu bino kweba ati hakainde chilema na kwata umulopa waku mweshi na lelo nabwekeshapo Sean Tembo nomba na lalandechi mpe ni kwensambu shakulandechi bamayo na papata nali kwata omuchinshi wa bamayo pantu nali kweta omuchinshi wa bamayo abampere obumi na imwe mwine mwebali pa platform. I respect you very much and I will never insult a woman. That's my character. Nomba umfweni njafweni ko bashon ba
Pumulo, mulenga pumulo.
Okay, ba pumulo. Bonse fi na lamit. Wana CHIKAMONEKA na mamayo abali hapa. Nami njafeni komo na papata. Sean Tembo ichakubalira po takwata omuchinshi kuli bana mayo. Ichakubalira po. Ero Sean Tembo aliupa takwata omukinshi kumukashi wakwe. Cha number 2. Shon Tembo nga olengufa nabale umfefo nderanda ifefo turanda pali platform pomwe bantu na papata mwebeni ko Shon Tembo takwata umukinshi kumukashi wakwe. Elio icha number 3. Shon Tembo takwata umukinshi kuri bambuya bakwe. Pabantu batatu bona alumbula ine. Shon Tembo takwata umukinshi kuri bambuya bakwe. Shon Tembo tale tukaka inde chilima. Ni president wa chalwechi. Wonse twali muchindika. Ifo wonse apa turesta comment turelanda ngalufyanya kainde chilima twa muchintu twa mweba twa ilishanya. Pantu hakainde chilema ni president wesu bonse fie bonse na ba Queen Pumi bonse fie papa platform ni president wesu twailishanya twalanda nomba tatwa katuke akainde chilema tatwa mutuka pwensele. Shon Tembo ulatukana ensele president na leka mukulanda muri ifi ntumwe bantu mperere koluse nalanda kuri bathi IG Inspector General of the Police ebona nalanda ponomba mushekwena takwabo mulandu wa kupela omuntu ingatuka takwabo mulandu wa kupela omuntu ingatuka president ati alakwata omulopa wakumweshi takwabo mulandu mu Zambia ndemi eba ine chinka kuno ku Italy. Shon Tembo lero inefi obushiku Shon Tembo bakapukolanga nawa mwikata kuno ku Italy ukulanda pali bana mayo kutuka pali bana mayo omulopa wa bana mayo wakumweshi ulelanda pamulopa wa bana mayo wakumweshi bale kata ine tetindande po ine tetindande po pamulandu wa mulopa wa bana mayo wakumweshi. Shon Tembo alelanda po nomba ba Police Secretary General ba IG ba kajoma fishi mulechita ba kajoma na bula platform yabana mayo ababa chinda mikwa abana mayo bali chinda mikwa aba twakula abafirisha ife no fwe ku diaspora twakula abafirisha abana mayo bali se chintu chikalamba nomba imwe ba IG Inspector General baba police fishi mulechita ba IG ba kajoma Shon Tembo ale tukabana mayo fishi mulechita. Thank you very much and I submit. Thank you. Sorry for everything. Thank you.
You know what, my brother Mwalanda Febuno, because he commented.
Queen Mpumi, just 1 second. I've seen Oscar has been asking to join in. Is Oscar our youth who has been on this program before?
That's
okay. So
yeah.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
So there's a comment here. I'll just read the comment from Shon Tembo at kuse azayenda kumwezi bali lelo olo maybe amita. That is one comment.
Yeah. Very stupid. Very
stupid.
Very stupid.
1,800 likes. No, kuseka abantu baleseka not to dolly. I'm like, Zambia, where are we going? That is insulting all women. All women should be enraged.
Yes.
I saw a second comment. We can't wait for Bali to reach menopause in 2026. Talemanayo na monthly chakuti yake. Like really?
No.
2,300 likes.
But it's wrong.
Seriously?
It's wrong. It's totally wrong. It's totally wrong. Women, We cannot insult. We cannot use this thing which is typically of our women. We respect our women and we take it to our men. Mwe bantu awe nakana bamayo bana chikamoneka mwaranda shani alentupele ko bamayo bana chikamoneka mulelanda pushani na papata. Thank you.
Na totela na chivipa sana panne wekire study step alanda mukwangusianya kutila efida turena labwera kunuma efida turela ndati ichalo chabule funde ichalo chabula lona order na discipline tapadi yako tulea Zambia tamuli law order na discipline tamuli echilengere nomba bantu kulalanda fechilandelande elo kabiri tule bulesi abupuba nomba Zambia ili sema jokes ya mwenye
You're freezing, but I think you can go ahead.
Yes, I want to read a comment from Zain Kablika. I think Kablika. He says, I think this comment is addressed to Oscar when he was talking about naming the private parts of men. So he or she says, you were criticizing Chishimba Kambwili for using certain words. I don't know what you have to say about that, Oscar.
To me. Right. Thank you very much. I think I have never criticized. I've never criticized Chishimba Kambwili regarding the private parts of a human, of us, especially as us as male. Pantu abantu pali bachimba Kambwili abantu balilanda efintu fingi mwalishwa na mwebene mwebantu kutumwa umfafyo nsefi. But I have never criticized Chishimba Kambwili mulandu wakwe wati alikwatama private parts which are very critical or very strange or any other things that you can say yet. And no. Please, I want to be very sincere and straightforward. So, our names are under platform, under platform that not criticize. I think na under the chimu. Mpeni kwensambu shakulanda so. Watch pera message. Ngakuti alanda ati nishinshi nalandile pale bachimba Kambwili finshi nalandile mwe bantu pantu
my brother isi private parts ya Kambwili nisi ya wanu letere
ine shalandile puna ngufi wow mwamfyenga fye eko
talking about Kambwili's parts.
You read a very good message abachilemba message mwebe niko fifimayo ngakuti batu ebako fona alandi pa private parts ya bachimba Kambwili kwena ineta pawe fona alanda profile ko bati nalanda. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Na totela sana na la twalila mkwa mlando kwa network ile na chilala na order na discipline ile fight in switch Zambia. Elo kabili na bwela kulililia shibaleta accused ba abafyash besu ba Oscar okutila batukana tabatukene iyo ichalonga chabi baba kalamba kabalelanda fye umulandunga upitile pamputi na imwe kupita pamputi so kanshi chalonga chapena abakalamba bonse kutampo kupita pala pena upitile omulandi ngamwaleko kupita pala pena upitile omulandi ufinta pya kakontoloke ero echana mbatunde fa yokulanda chako bati chalo cha Zambia ichipancha UPND tachikwete secretary general atukwata ba secretary general muchipancha UPND ubupuba bonse no budobyo no buwele wele obulesabela Sean Tembo ngatamuli ichalengo kutila chibe wale tukwachila nshita tamuli secretary general pantu secretary general let's say nampera example leteli Davis Mwilapa mulete na baimenda ngachako bati Davis Mwila bamutukira balungu mwale mefyale fuma kwati ninkala no baimenda bali bakwa. That's why abantu bakwata advantage iya kuna tukabakateka Bible yakanya Bible yalikano kula tukentungurushinkala iwe Sean Tembo bakafumo kwatikambilika kumwela ichindike tetu tukabana mayo Zambia yonse mayo ndino kwira bwino fe one bob better pantu uwele no bupwa bwachira tetu tukabakateka tukabana mayo Zambia yonse amate mure tusalula ibo bapompo ngombe imishi yabakapanga na bakateka n'abana tatukwate secretary general kuchacha UPN. That's why you are batumpa abantu batumpa bare irangira mairandi aya chilapo abantu babulire fintu bare twala ma jokes mu fintu ifili serious mo bare twala ma jokes takwa bechalo tubasenda na ma jokes msangwe buli ama jokes ya tumpa sana. That's why mwena wa president baisura mu Zambia walamba okusambilisha abantu Zambia abantu bayitebera panga bechatabena Zambia batatola letifia bupuba. This time around it was a formal nonsense. Natotela kwinimpumi.
But Anik, any comments?
Yes, just to share some other rights of women. Women equally have rights to participation in the affairs of the nation. You know, another right I would like to talk about is equal pay and equal rights. You know, there should not be any division on pay in any country, because women are equally more also learned, very learned as men. You know, it's gone are the days where women would just sit in the village and look after children. So women should not be discriminated against this. Women should also be free from sexual violence. You know, we've noticed a lot of sexual violence, especially the girl child. You know, a lot of children these days are being sexually violated. Equally, our fathers these days are violating school-going children. Children are being picked up from school, offered a lot of money for sex, in exchange for sex. And because of what we are going through in the country, where the living has become quite difficult, you find children become vulnerable. They accept this money that they are given in exchange for sex, just to go and help out some of their parents. You know, in the end, what is happening? These girl children are being denied the right to good health. You know, because they end up with so many diseases, and so that's why the right to good health does fall in. So, you know, right also to full participation of the affairs of the nation. By that I mean, you know, some time back, the NGOs, CCs would come out very loudly when a new government is coming in, and they would propound on that party that is forming government and said, we hope we will see an equal representation in parliament. But nowadays, and more so in this new government, it has become silent. I haven't heard it. I last heard it in Michael Sata's government, where the one woman heading the NGOCC was very categorical in, you know, inviting women to sit on the cabinet. Where are these women today? Where are the strong women who used to come out so loud when women's rights are violated? Is it that they've grown old? And if they've grown old, you mean they didn't train other people to take over these mantles, you know? Because otherwise we wouldn't be here speaking, you know? So some of these rights really need to be propounded on every day, so that women equally know their rights, because there are certain young girls who don't even know what their rights are, you know, and they're being abused, you know. So organizations have to come in and teach the growing girl child their rights. Thank you, Queen Impumi.
Thank you. And you know what you have said? Yeah.
Bakwini Mpumi.
Yes.
Matipa wesu. Ayamulanda emashu yalengere ba Julia CHIKAMONEKA okufuula okushala n'amabeere pambiribiri tabalefayo okumona namayo okumukyushawo ekyalengere ba Julia CHIKAMONEKA okufuula okushala amabeere pambiribiri nifire mwalondolola so ikyalo nga tamuliro na order na discipline na mfin panda inga nanda ina taikwete order na law mfunde bila inga ndaira vechi mfurumfu ngachakola kini ndakyo yine na control abantu bakufika bakuonke bantu pali befunde yakosa takuli umwana wa kuingira 19 hours na libe batine ndalandala leka bakandi paile bonse 19 hours bafire na bengira muyati na get no nepanga vyechongoka sitting mine so ichara tufire chakwata law na order ero chala kontoloka ero apa platform apa litokota ba Johnson kanema vena valise pali Queen Impumi ati Queen Impumi musuma sana pali tokota
tulekanefo
ero pali yotra mwana tokota
tuliye mwakakile shua tuliye online tulelanda katinti kofine fo tulelanda apo problem tukwete yaileta yacha surface. You see what we are facing. You see what we are facing as women. You see what we are facing as women. Sexual harassment you in there for to muntu ise diamond fe ulelanda po apo kula mona tokota po pedi. Anyway, okay, so even guys, I have a comment. So Mama Anik brought up a very important point to say, in the olden days, we had powerful women who were speaking for women's rights. Where are they? So I would like to reiterate to say those women, probably they are older women now. Everything now is on social media. So we need to train our women who were there fighting, promoting for women's rights to come on social media. What is happening now? Our role models for our young girls are slave queens, people who are walking half naked. These are the role models of our children. That's why because this is what they are seeing on social media. They are not seeing women such as ourselves here talking and fighting for decency. You know, they are seeing women who are half dressed, naked, you know, advertising their bodies. All that is indecent exposure. We have no law and order in the country. They need to start arresting all these people. All these young girls undressing need to be arrested for indecent exposure. There is a time and a place for everything, you know. And the last word to Ashon Tembo, it's really a disgrace that a presidential candidate can, for clicks, a presidential candidate can talk about my menstruation period or when my menopause is coming. He's insulting women because the president is a man, obviously. Why didn't he talk about the president's parts that he has on his body? Instead, he's talking about what the president doesn't have. So, because the president he's talking about things which the president doesn't have. So he's insulting us who have it, asking us when we are going to period, asking us when our menstruation is coming, our menopause is coming. It's ridiculous. Mama CHIKAMONEKA, go ahead. Natasha, you can come in after Mama CHIKAMONEKA.
Thank you.
Actually, you can come in. Mama has dropped.
Okay. Good evening.
Good evening. Speak up. You're a little bit low.
Okay. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm very fine. Thank you for this opportunity once again.
Happy to have you, dear.
Happy to have you too. I love you so very much, Mama Mpumi, and Mama CHIKAMONEKA. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. Speak up a little bit.
All right, this topic is so interesting. I also want to just contribute on that. Man was insulting our president. This time he could have been arrested. It's not right. These are the same men who are causing even these conductors insulting women, and it has become like something else.
You have nailed
insults,
it.
you can't even like to hear the insults that these guys are. They are what's this? They are insulting women, especially when you get on the bus. Just a little misunderstanding, the conductor, the way he's going to insult a woman, their parents, it's not good. They are getting from those same people who are busy posting insults. They are copying what's on social media. They have lost respect indeed for women. Women ought to be respected. We are not happy of what is happening. Even other women, they insult other women also, their fellow women. So even men, they are thinking it's also normal to do that. If a woman can respect their fellow women, then we are saying no to such things. But even women, they have lost respect for each other. So women should also lead by example. Women should also lead by example. If a woman insults another woman while men are listening, there is no way a man is going to respect women, because they'll also use the same insult of insulting us. So some things they should also start from us women. Thank you very much.
Thank you, my daughter. Ma?
Network ile breaking asala kuno side.
My last words, we are going to close.
Na laiba bashon Tembo kutila. Ishu ko lya muno bete bashukiramu. Na bena ba HH nishita yabwe yakuteke cyane. Leko kutuka ba HH uleke shon Tembo. Umusaru late usuru. Ero kabiri amashwina nalanda yakutila. Abale tukana bonse na besho kutapale ku bale batwala. Babali leko kwikata shon Tembo. Bamutwale ku jail. Ishinse lya tukina mu Zambia tashwe. Ero bana mayo bonse this time around video imapa sweka uku making a shot ubupuba wapwa. Ichilerenga bana mayo bonse makuwe. Ero chile mpapchata kwa vice president libana mayo. Ba vice president libana mayo. Ba minister ba agenda libana mayo. Kuti bale kashuo umuntu wale tukanefya ama period nama menopause kunta nshuku. But now they kala fie zini tapati zibale chitakwenda. Because if he apafia Africa filefa kama vice president filefa kana bana mayo wonsa bali mutungurushi. Bamo nyo kutira ubumpuwa waisa kumpela. Techuma sa defia msawezi. Nisa mbusha chumisha kwisi. Ba secretary general please to apapata. Ba secretary general chimu chichachi pani secretary general ngatakwete sana okulanda sana nishikuwa ya wayafi. Nina landa lewa. Napuishi.
Welcome, my son.
Good evening.
Good evening, my sonny.
Hey, I'm quite Mama one day. I'm so grateful to join this this discussion.
Well, we are happy to have you. Go ahead.
Mama CHIKAMONEKA na alirufia namba yenu ndafuacha sana okulansha na imo sana. My brother Mr. Oscar, good evening. Hello, are you getting me?
Yeah.
It's really disappointing. The people we are having, the so-called opposition leaders, because they are checks and balances. They are not meaning well to this nation. surely ba Sean Tembo bafyalwa ku mwana kashi ero bengala ita ukula tukabana mayo kweba no na uyu muntu wanomba ali kumweshi. It's very unfortunately, and it is a shame to have such kind of people to aspire and to come and lead this nation. How are they going to teach us?
Go ahead, my son. Tuleumfa.
Kwati network ya bashupako. Na lalanda ko pano no kuli comment ba Kefas balembati ushe period na menopause. Ninsele shua. Ba Kefas lekeni miel. Menopause period ninsele. Pantu ifyo fintu fisango kuli bano kwa ba kufiere na bambuya wowe na bankashiyobe. So takwaba omuntu ulandefyo de sabi apa ngefya nfiso. Fya difiswa fye fintu tafira ndo kama kamuntu. Umuntu ngalala ndefyo kukanwanishite muntu mtunturu yo. So ninsele shibisana ukututukaba na mayo. Mwangufa ba Kefasi. Takwaba lesali pange fintu ifya pisana lesali panga ifintu fimo ifya kufimoneka akasuba ne shimoneka. Tekwaba timwa ba Kefasi nga mwaupo mkachero mule mwana period. Ero mwafileta pa English mwa tuko mkachi. Mule mfa mwikatala mubweke sharp. Twali denba kwini mpumi.
Elo mkwai period na ngufe na upwa. It's a secret. Period. Umwa icheke nga kule chisungu. Kukuteka wa mfundo mwana kwa ati period ini secret. Nobody should know when you are having your period. Now we have a whole minister, a whole president aspiring to be pensioned, but it's a private business. Don't interpret things literally. What he's trying to say is the period and menopause, these are private matters. These are private matters which should not be talked about openly. It's like you're in a kefasi where you have private parts apopoli. You are a man, you have private parts. How do you feel someone to talk about your private parts?
If you have fiswa, public.
Private parts. What do you understand the meaning of the word private? It's a private. So somebody who does not even me, Pano, I cannot talk about anyone's period because it's against the ethics. Musalula.
Musalo bisana. Ero tetula na kuchintu kuingicha kusame. Imwe mweba na mweba le kula lelo. That's why tamukwatile na mafunde. Apaso na ba space na wena bale banda. Imwe ba space na imwe mwelanda kutila yo.
Umukuru ni president ali amkulanda pali period yakwa president on national social media. Ale foundation aba ichi. He's teaching the kids that it's okay to disrespect women.
Bakwini mpumi tatukile ba president because ba president tabaku period. Ba president wao atukile bana mayo atukile banyina bambuya wako na bankachi yako bonse Zambia yonse. Apano batulesa pin kuli ba vice president. Ba vice president tampeni kumone file chitika Zambia kuli bana mayo na filipisha. Tafiwa mena msepa no.
Uyu spice cake iwe period is a secret. Uleshi baba nokola bali ku period iwe. Iwe spice cake uleshi batista obela bali ku period uli chipuba. Uli mwamero uli mwanakashi. You are useless. I'm even going to ban you. Wale ifi baba nokoloba oloba sister bebelo bali ku period. Olo muntu uli onse. Unless by accident, wasanga fe maybe something or muno muntu aleshta ma pads. Some people when they are buying pads, they are not even ku period. A period is a private thing. You just know that women go to period. Shimona has sexual intercourse. You just know that people have sexual intercourse, but you can't do sexual intercourse in public. It's the private. So we are saying the laws of Zambia needs to clamp down. Mama Mutarena Lumango, your husband, you are married to a priest. Ama muklegi. Religion yakana, culture yakana. It's too much.
Awe chachilabo, we are tired. Chilabu shukula, we muntu ulefayo kuwa president. We ulefayo kuwa president. Kuchabu no ole randeli ya shilama period. Nama menopause.
Hello, mama. We na mana mayo bana Sean Tembo. Any woman who's going to vote for Sean Tembo is a fool. Na mayo di wonso kaya mkui minina pale Sean Tembo ngai minina. Aka pele na Sean Tembo vote. Nina mayo mupuba. Tetuye mkuvote lo muntu ule ba president wenu. In such president you entire period. So aleba ifo. Nama na besu. Nama fiashi besu. It's ridiculous. Zambia, we need the law to start working. Spice cake, mungulu sana. Mungulu oshamona. Na mchita block.
Mchita block. Takwa be chialo cho balekere shabantu kula chito mungulu waso. Mungulu wafulisha mubantu. Abantu kula tukadefia fisama.
No, no, let that period is not a secret church mulo pafi. No, mulopa yo we no fuma pamona. Period di fuma pamona na with papa private part. Uli chipuba.
Ladies, I just want to add on something. You know, Zambia has really deteriorated in terms of disrespectful comments. Morally. You know, there's what we call, even if you do not like the current president that is sitting on, we have a law that respects the presidency. You need to respect the presidency. You just cannot come on social media and start using defamatory statements attacking the presidency. It is the presidency that we are respecting, you know, and surely if you really want to become a leader and you want people to vote for you, you need to respect the presidency. I watched a program where Chishimba Kambwili was campaigning on tribal lines, right? And you go out there, was Sabaira. And then later, you come and you want to stand as a president. What message will you have for the people? Because even as you will be campaigning, just remember that all those people who will be watching you campaign are part of those 73 tribes in Zambia. So some of the things we say in our lives have a negative impact on us in the future. The president is the commander-in-chief of the nation, and he holds a very high seat, regardless of anything. Now, social media has degenerated to a level where even our children are insulting their mothers. Bambi mukatuka na banyinenu. And then you will meet at a marriage meeting, maybe a cousin of yours is getting married, and then you will realize that, oh, kashinya abani banik matipantuka pa Facebook. And you now feel the shame. So whenever we go, if you cannot debate, keep your mouth shut and follow the debate. And if you come on and debate wisely. Don't come on social media and start insulting people because your level of education is below par. then keep away from that. Because seriously, if you came and met me, you don't even know how old I am, and you start insulting me on social media.
Imagine.
I think if you met me physically, you will think twice before you insult.
Sure.
Again, I say, you will one day insult your mother, or you will insult your uncle, or you insult your sister or your brother, you know. So let's refrain from this abusive language on social media. Thank you, Queen Impu.
Yes, thank you, thank you. So you also left out one thing, is like the president is a married man. Besides his being a president, he is a married man with a family, with the children. He is an international icon. Other leaders around the world are watching him and following him. What these people are saying about him. He's well respected around the world. But come here, come back home. His own police force is letting him down. Home affairs, your job, Yaba Zambia police, it's not even Mama, sorry to say. If the SG comes in, that is taking matters in his own hands. We have law, we have systems in this place. The laws of the land are there. What are they doing? Why can't they act and discipline these people once and for all? We are tired. Now you have done it all. I don't know next what's going to happen. We have sit rock bottom of Africa number. Mulande Kwat, you are praise singers. Get off my page. Get off my page is all I can tell you. If you dare to say I'm a praise singer, when someone is insulting women, because we're present about period, I need to come casual. You are just insulting your mother and your wife and your sisters and your grandmother. In the name of politics. My brother, you can come in. Let me add, somebody wants to come in.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. At the network challenge, I just wanted to continue about what Sean Tembo has said. It's very unfortunate to have such kind of a leader in this country, our opposition leader, such kind of caliber. And I wonder if I think he's mentally not okay. After he was beaten badly by the PF, by the past regime, by PF, that time he was beaten badly. I think his memory is not okay from that time. So I wonder, that's why this time around, those people who are at the register of society, who are registering this new political party, they have to be serious with those people who are registering those political parties.
They
because
need to deregister his party. You have taken the words out of my mouth. They need to deregister that party. There is no way. That man, you cannot sit there to say, I want to rule Zambians.
Yeah.
Continue, my son.
Yeah, so I think also I can urge our mothers here, you can make a group, you go to his house strip naked so that he can insult you well, because he has posted it himself. Go to his house in Osaka, organize women, let him go and see what he has been insulting. Get those things, go and show him. Because he had now brought it in a daylight. Women, we respect. I was told by my mother to say, we mwana okoaya ukayechindika abantu, there is a song ukayechindika abantu bonso wakasanga ni bawiso ni banoko. That's the song. So umuntu onso wasanga either mwipi mutari musha ni noko ni wiso. We need to respect one another. He is aspiring that very position, big position in this country. He had to be composed. We have to see such kind of the people, opposition leader, like the way may so rest in peace, Mr. Michael Chirufyasata. He was making politics which even Mwanawasa should understand, to say this man, what he's talking about things which are making things to move. But these political leaders we have this time around, they are so bitter, they are just talking from without. And when they see things, too much small hiccups, they become and start celebrating, instead giving a solution to the government of the day. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Well, you have nailed it. You have nailed it. Instead of them providing solutions, how they are going to make Zambian lives better. Insulting the same people you are going to ask a vote for. So, if you learn my son, not only woman, every human being in Zambia must be upset right now. I'm going to protest in the streets. ECZ must withdraw his party. You know? Deregister. ECZ must deregister his party. Every human being should be upset, not only women. It's upset. Zambia police, which village Zambia police? If you report police. But someone who's insulting the center of your existence.
Tayari bamuikata bamutokota tayari nishvalafiri okuikata Sean Tembo pantwene utukene okuchira mu kipimo atukene bana mayo bonse.
Yes.
Mama CHIKAMONEKA, in fact, tayari tatukana no kutukana. You will never hear an insult from Tayali. Tayali can talk and talk and talk. Abantu ever tuka Tayali. He never insults. Thank you.
So babe kokera Sean Tembo babe chirangiro kuri bonse bade tukaneseri. Techuma sana. Ishinseri atukene na shikuru okuchira mu kipimo ene shatara mfapa. Na Bible
the inspector of police, the inspector of police. Inspector of police.
No, what you do, just organize. You can go at any police post or any station so that you launch that complaint, and they are going to summon him. That's the procedure you can follow.
Complaint at the police station. All women, let's rise up wherever you are in Zambia. We keep a woman, go to a police station. Let's all summon this Sean Tembo to say he's insulting us because the president of period. So the president in the period direct Kanan.
Even Bafimbo Poke guys must be arrested. Yes. Which means I want to have a sticker. I want to have a sticker.
You know what? Social media. Now we have to act. From talking here, let's go to the police station and report those Zimbabwe girls. Boys,
Mama CHIKAMONEKA, 2 weeks ago, I called my lawyer. And my aim was to go and report the Zimbabwe guys. Hello, my lawyer asked me, could you give me the right definition of Zimbabwe? Because we have to give the right definition of Zimbabwe to be able to win that case in a court of law. And I
Yeah,
was told it has to be something that he has to prepare well, that if he takes this matter to court, we are not going to waste resources.
No. Mama Nick, it's a cyberbullying and hate speech. Those are the grounds to prosecute those two clowns. They are cyberbullying us and hate speech. And then actually Milandu Shingi. Cyberbullying, hate speech, and insulting. Now, insulting, that's where you have to define the meaning of Pimba Upoke. These other two, it's a pure hate speech and cyberbullying. It's self-explanatory.
Namona Barafe Ozumbalema, the inspector of police has taken note of this already. He must take an action.
They respect women. And any offense against the women is the state against you. Against you and the state. So this case actually is supposed to be Sean Tembo against the Republican state of Zambia. You have insulted. You have insulted the United States. The state Urimo. It's serious. These people can't be doing this and getting away with it. Role models, they are followers. That's why to them we should say.
Mama Wandikwena, this country, it has been in the hand of ruthless people, and this time around, I urge and encourage the all ministers to support the president, the all people, the all meaning Zambians to support the president. The president has got a very good vision for this country and is trying to restructure what was being damaged for so long. And the people, because Zambians, we are good at talking and judging. We see, even in both UPND and in other people, we see that all of us, we are suffering because this man is trying to restructure the economy, is trying to put not only to eat today, but is thinking also about the future. But all these things, these opposition, they are going to people lying because people, they were used of handout every day. Ministers, every day, and it was a way of life. But it's very, very unfortunate. And the president has come up with a lot of things. We saw the previous week where he was signing this small loans to all those cooperatives who has made those marketeers and a lot who has made those cooperatives. But other people, they are not see it. Then other thing is, when there is a transition of power, we saw when Makaunda got, when we got independence, we saw what happened. Things were hard by that time. We saw when Chiluba got power from Keke, we saw things were hard in 1991. We saw also when Mwanawasa got power from Mwanawasa, that's when they brought even winter men's. Even in 2011, when Basata got power from Mr. Bozan, may both rest in peace, we saw things were coming hard. So it's a nature when there is a transition of power, but people can't understand why. We are always want to rush to judge a person who has occupied in office there 1 month, 5 months. we want to start judging them. It's being unfair. And I can urge everybody who are watching this Fola to get one or two things. We are not talking about bitterness. We are not praise singers. Some of us, we just speak our minds. That's my submission. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I think we are going to close. Thank you. Anik, last comments, and then Mama, you can close.
Yeah, last comment. I just want to respond to the young gentleman who has transitioned from Chiluba to Wanawasa to Sata to Pia Banda, that whenever new governments come in place, all these presidents have had to tell people that, look, things will not be the same. They give us some time to put things together. But then you see what is different in this new dawn administration is that when people complain, and this is a fact, they are always reminded of the past regime, and they are told, shut up. You were in a worse situation than what you are coming into. And I think that is not fair. In my life of seeing governments come and go, really, this is the first time I have seen a lot of hate speech that has gone on for more than a year. You know, it's now a year and 6 months, going to 6 months now, and nobody is allowed to complain about anything. You are always told to shut up, give time. Before we know it, Jesus Christ would have come down on earth, and you will be told to keep on waiting. So also there has to be a level of thinking and what to do for the people, and also you know, listening to the people's complaints. That has to happen. Otherwise, you know, that's why you find people castigating praise singers, and people do not want to complain, because whenever you complain about something, listen, people, there is no government that's gonna give you 100%. No government will come in and give you 100%. Criticism is healthy. It makes you work harder, you know. But don't allow the situation to degenerate to to where you are told every time when people complain, shut up, you were worse. It's like you marry a woman who was divorced. You bring her in a house. She came from an abusive marriage, and whenever she complains about something small, you are always reminding her of her former husband. Look here, I'm even better than your former husband. Well, when I was coming to marry you, I was clear and I told you the relationship I came from, you know. So let's work on progression, and let's have a level of understanding of our people's cries, and just do not shut them up. Thank you very much, Queen Mpumi. Those were my last words.
Thank you, thank you. Mama CHIKAMONEKA has dropped. Yes, Mama CHIKAMONEKA, I just want to say that, you know, what you have said, Anik, it's like this new dawn, they are not being fair on Zambians. They are not being fair on Zambians because before the election, Zambia was split in two. Zambia was split in two before the elections. There was the PF people and the rest of the Zambians. And all the PF people, they had money. They were swimming in money. We saw the money being flashed on Facebook. And all of us who were not PF, who were broke, who were hanging dry. We were campaigning on zero. We used our savings to campaign. People, businesses shut down in the hope of a better tomorrow. Now we crossed over to this new dawn. The PF still have their money, which they had. And we told this new dawn to say, change the currency. Change the currency. We have done that in Zambia before because they had siphoned a lot of money from the economy. So they refused to, New Dawn refused to change the currency. New Dawn refused to arrest the looters. New Dawn gave a tax holiday, under profit. New Dawn they gave a tax holiday, Koba Sungu. And now things are in a bind because you know what? The people who have money are the ones who are enjoying Zambia. There is no room to make money in the New Dawn because they are fixing things. We have to be patient. Meanwhile, my main point is, I'm ministers, Valeria, all these who are appointed have a job. All these who are employed are a job. That's why we are here to talk about the invisible people, the marginalized, the street kid on the street, the villager in Shangombo, the villager in Kaputa. Where are they in this whole picture? Where are they? You are telling them to be patient. They are suffocating. The people in squatter town in Lusaka who have moved from their villages to come and try and find a life in Lusaka or Kitwe because there is no development being taken to Kaoma. There is no development being taken to Sesheke. People are crowding urban cities. What are you even doing to people who have come to those areas in the cities? What are you doing for them to improve them, to improve their lives, give them fresh running water? In Mandevo there, in Garden, in Mutesi, to improve the sewerage system. What are you doing? We are saying, this is not it, guys. It's not working. And you're telling us, be patient, will not solve anything. Things are not moving. It's a lot, guys. You just can't get away with telling people to say, be patient. We need answers. We need to see action. We need solutions. Zambia is 60 years in independence, people. They are burning fuel. They don't even drive on the roads now because the roads are too bad. Villagers used to line up ukupokela bakaunda. Bale copper belt. These ministers, they can't even drive on the Zambian roads because the roads are so bad. They are flying. That's why they have airports all over. And you are telling people, be patient, be patient. Meanwhile, them, they are leaving it up on public funds. It's wrong, guys. We cannot allow this. We have to live above parties and politics. This is my closing now. Mama Malaland. Now, just one sentence. My plea is to Zambians to wake up. Let us live above parties and politics. Every Zambian need to eat. Bottom line. If they have failed to arrest the PF, so let's bury that. Let us bury what PF did to us. God will deal with them. But moving forward, what are we doing to improve our lives? Mama, go ahead.
Natotela sana mukulekeresha mashunalala ndakufe mashwaya nono aya chikosere shifie kuli ba first lady ba mayoba mutinta ichilema mayoba mutinta ichilema nalamye batileseri apangire Adam ali mupere kafwa kumwafwa mukutontonkanya kafwa kumutsa protect mufilechitika so mayoba ba mutinta ichilema muisuminisha omuntu nangu umo ukulasalula bakateka pantu imwe mwe bakafwa muyikala tondolo pali fifiletika mchalo cha Zambia ukubange ekisosero ky'abaana mayo bonse mayo ba first lady mwakutumana sana tekimuleke baleetuka abalume na muyikala fye mayo. That's why tubeera babiri mu nganda era nalako maina na pali ba vice president bamutale na lumango mayo muyikala tondolo ifiletika mchalo kuli bana mayo nafi bipa isho bale tutumina mu mafoni nga twamitumina mu kapapa. Zambia nayo na ikama mwikala tondolo. Na bana mayo bonsa bali mu butungulushi bwa UPND mwikala tondolo. Apechalo cha Zambia chafika nimpani mayo sunshire mpapa. Bana mayo apachafike chalo nifilia chale chitikakuli bana mayo bali abakale bali abaliko. Bamona chichalu bana bayima bamama kankasa bamama fulano ba Julia CHIKAMONEKA bayimina babombera chapa mutu. Mayo ba first lady muhikala tondolo pali ifiyo. Imeni shika afweni ko batata echo tubera babiri echo tubera omulume n'omukashi kwafuana mukutontonkanya afweni ko abalume benu balekyo okukola babasalula sana. Imeni paso kachitefayo omuntu wakusalula abalume bandi namukwata ensambu mayo bamutita ichirema. We mwana wandi umwana kashi umwana takulira nyina iyo lifunde na mipera mayo utwala pa bwingi tona ula ba mayo ba vice president mwaikala sana kututu mwatalala sana pali bana mayo nimo panto abana mayo bonse ishinsere bale tukabonse bale bitukira kumo bana mayo nga bale fula bonse nishina mufula bana mayo nga bale bonse na pornography ale panga bana mayo bali ngirenga ifwe bonse nishina bamibika mu abana echo bamba no kumyebera ma period panto bale bitambira pa social media tamulelanda po you are quiet na totera mkwai.
Thank you so much. We'll be here again tomorrow with another interesting topic. Thank you guys. Thanks for following. Thank you, ladies. Good night. Good night. Yes, you want to end in a prayer, short prayer?
Let Mama Maria give us a closing prayer today. Muchibemba.
Network yandire
okay, let me pray. I'll just give a short prayer. God, our Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. We pray for all the women around the world. We pray that you protect us, God, protect all the women around the world. And we pray that you may touch our men so they can give us the due respect that we deserve. We pray for unity in the country. We pray for our youth that they might seek direction from men of wisdom. We pray that our government can actually implement laws to protect our women, can actually put their foot down and just protect women because we are vulnerable. Our children are vulnerable. They are in a country where, you know, grown men are misbehaving, Lord, and we are just open, Lord. We are so vulnerable right now. We just pray to you and ask for direction for this country. We pray for all things with thanksgiving in our hearts. Amen.
Amen.